morning, Jane here from Earth Palette, and I thought today we'd dye some Stockpile socks. These are Australian made socks out of Australian wool, and we're going to dye them in the Earth Palette wool and silk dyes, which are for protein fibres like wool, silk, alpaca. Anyway, so we've dyed them, we're going to dye them similar to this sort of thing, so that we've got all a few different colours here. Well, none here except the spots, and then I've added, after I've did the base colour, I've added spots and then dyed the other side similar to match. So rather than just dyeing them all separate colours, I thought we'd dye them like this. So now to get started, I'll lay out my plastic wrap here. I'll just put these away to the side. I like to wipe my surface down first, it helps the plastic to stick to it. This is just pallet wrapping from Bunnings. And then I just roll it out. You could use any sort of plastic, like a garbage bin liner, something like that instead. I'll just grab my socks. I've got my socks soaking in a bucket of water. Okay, so here's our socks. As you can see, they come, the Stockpile logo is actually already knitted into these socks, so there's no real way you can get rid of that unless you over dye it. I'll just dry my hands and put some gloves on. The colours we're going to use today, we're going to use turquoise. Ooh, we might use rubine. Yellow, we actually might use yellow in between. So we'll use turquoise, yellow, rubine, and then maybe orange. Yep, that looks good to me. And then we'll do the spots afterwards. Okay. Today is quite a warm day. It's supposed to be 41 degrees here. So these dyes will set very quickly here today. And the orange. Now, because these dyes do already have a bit of a thickener in them, they're not as watery, and so the colours don't blend as well between the two of them, between the two colours. You do need to think about what colours you put together. If you want to avoid specific colours, like if you don't want green, then don't put turquoise and yellow together. Don't know what that spot is. It's just a lump of dye, I think, because these dyes have been made up for a bit. And then we might put our other dyes into our cups. What are we going to do here? Maybe we'll use brilliant red for our spots. And what are we going to put on the orange? Maybe we'll do the red on the brilliant red on the orange. On the yellow, we might just use chartreuse, perhaps, which is a limey green colour. And spots aren't going to work very well on there, but we might just make them turquoise. Okay. Just move them out of the way. Now, to make the spots on these, I'm actually going to use these disposable pipettes. You can buy them from online. I'm not sure if you can buy them on eBay or where you buy them from, to be honest with you. I get these from a supplier. And then I'm just going to use the pipette to put spots on. So I'm going to do spot, as big as you like, or as small as you like. I might actually put these chartreuse spots here. Oh, this is more of a limey green colour. and those spots will stay fairly well where you put them. They're not going to blend in, or blend in too much. We might use this on this one. You can't see the colour very well, but it will make a bit of a purpley colour. On the yellow, we might put the brilliant red. They don't have to be exactly matching. And on the turquoise, we might use a bit of rubine, and that'll make it a purpley colour too, the same as we did for this one here. Right, now I might put another spot here. We might do violet spots there. Make them really spotty. Oops. Okay, now I'm just going to flick these over and do the other side. Now you'll be able to see basically where you put your dye, because it does seep a little bit through. Okay, and you only need to do a bit of a touch up on this one. You don't need to put a heap on here. To stop it spurting out, I'll put my finger over the end of the bottle so that it doesn't just squirt, and in between I dry my hands or wipe my hands on a dry cloth to stop the dyes contaminating the other colours. That's the yellow, this is the rubine. Now there will be some mixing of colours, but not a lot. Oh well. It's part of dyeing, isn't it? Making them individual. Okay, so here we're going to do the chartreuse or the lime spots, and you can make them however you want them. These are your socks. And the purple one down here. Going to do what do we do on the orange? If you're not sure what you did on the other side, you can always just leave one over the other side, do one first, and then do the other one to match. Flip the other one over. Whoa, made a big spot there. And we might do, what do we do here? That'll do. Do the purple up here on the turquoise. And then we'll do the turquoise on the rubine. Now I'll turn this pair over to finish putting the spots on. Brilliant red on the yellow. And the brilliant red down here on the orange. Purple up here on the turquoise, or the violet, sorry, it's not purple, it's called violet. And turquoise down here on the rubine. And I think they look pretty good to me. Now, I just clean up any excess dye that's here because I don't want it to contaminate or to discolour the rest of it. As you can see, some of this turquoise has already seeped a little bit into the yellow, and you will get that slight mixing of colours, but it won't be too much blending going on. And then I fold it over, fold the plastic over, both sides, and then down. And then I fold it one more time. And then I have container that I put them in, and I would just leave these to sit for, generally I leave them overnight, and then I would rinse them out tomorrow morning and let them dry and show you. But what I might do, these will be set tonight within a couple of hours actually, because it's so warm today. So I will rinse them out later on today and show them to you once they're all dry. So here are our socks. This is the next morning. These socks dried in, set in just a couple of hours. As I said, it was quite hot yesterday, so they didn't take long to set. The dyes, as you can see, the spots have spread slightly, but they're still distinct spots on it, and there is a bit of a mix of the dyes where they've spread a little bit, but that's okay. I think that's all part of the individuality of hand dyeing. I'm pretty happy with them. Thanks for joining me. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.